And it all begins with curiosity. It all begins with curiosity. This person whom we met, and you will see it on the website, sashi.org, this tribal person, he had a wish. And he said, if my wish gets fulfilled, somebody was sick and he had a manyata that, look, God, please cure him. And if you cure him, I will get my wall painted. And this is what he got painted. Somebody was talking yesterday about Maslowian hierarchy. There could be nothing more wrong than the Maslowian model of hierarchy of needs, because the poorest people in this country can get enlightenment. Kabir, Rahim, all the great saints, Sufi saints, they were all poor people, and they had a great vision. Please do not ever think that only after meeting your physiological needs and other needs can you be thinking about your spiritual needs or your enlightenment. Any person, anywhere, is capable of rising to that highest point of attainment only by the resolve that they have in their mind that they must achieve something. Look at this. We saw it in our Shodhyatra. Every 6 months we walk in different parts of the country. I've walked about 4,000 kilometers in the last 12 years. So on the wayside, we found these dung cakes, which are used as a fuel. Now this lady, on the wall of the dung cake heap, has made a painting. That's the only space she could express her creativity. And she's so marvelous. Look at this lady, Ramkumari Devi, on a grain bin in Champaran. We had a Shodhyatra. And we were walking in the land where Gandhiji went to hear about the tragedy, pain of the indigo growers. Bhavi Mahato in Purulia and Bankura, look at what she has done. The whole wall is her canvas. She's sitting there with a broom. Is she an artisan or an artist? Obviously, she's an artist. She's a creative person. If we can create markets for these artists, we will not have to employ them for digging earth and breaking stones. They will be paid for what they're good at, not what they're bad at. Look at what Rosadin has done. In Motihari, in Champaran, there were a lot of people who sell tea on the shack. And obviously, there's a limited market to tea. As in morning, you had tea as well as coffee. So he thought, why not I convert a pressure cooker into a coffee machine? So this is a coffee machine. Just takes a few hundred rupees. He converts, people bring their own cooker. He attaches a valve and a steam pipe. And now he gives you espresso coffee. Now this is the real affordable coffee percolator, works on the gas. Look at what Sheikh Jahangir has done. A lot of poor people do not have enough grains to get ground. So this fellow is bringing a floor grinding machine on a two-wheeler. If you have 500 grams, 1 kilogram, he will grind it for you. The floor mill will not grind such a small quantity. Please understand the problem of poor people. They have needs which have to be met efficiently in terms of energy, in terms of cost, in terms of quality. They don't want second quality outputs. But to be able to give them high quality output, you need to adapt technology to their needs. And that's what Sheikh Jahangir did. But that's not enough what he did. Look at what he did here. If you have clothes and you don't have enough time, you have to wash them, he brought a washing machine to your doorstep mounted on a two-wheeler. So it's a model where a two-wheeler washing machine, he's washing the clothes and drying them at your doorstep. You bring your water, you bring your soap, I wash the clothes for you, charge 50 paisa, 1 rupee for you per lot, and a new business model can emerge. Now what we need is, we need people who will be able to scale them up. Look at this. It looks like a beautiful photograph, but you know what it is? Can anybody guess what it is? Somebody from India would know, of course. It is a tawa. It's a hot plate made of clay. Now, what is the beauty in it? When you have a non-stick pan, it costs about maybe 250 rupees, $5, $6. This is less than $1. And this is a non-stick. It is coated with one of these food-grade materials. And the best part is that while you use a costly non-stick pan, you eat the so-called Teflon or Teflon-like material. Because after some time, the surface appears. Where has it gone? It has gone in your stomach. It was not meant for that. You know? But here, in this clay plate, hot plate, it would never go into your stomach. So it is better. It is safer. It is affordable. It is energy efficient. In other words, solutions by the poor people need not be cheaper, need not be so-called jugaad, need not be some kind of makeshift arrangement. They have to be better, they have to be more efficient, they have to be affordable. And that is what Mansukh Bhai Prajapati has done. He has designed this blade with a handle, and now in $1, you can afford a better alternative than the people market is offering you. This lady, she developed a herbal pesticide formulation. we filed a patent for her in National Innovation Foundation. And who knows, somebody will license this technology and develop marketable products, and she would get revenue. Now, let me mention one thing. I think we need a polycentric model of development, where large number of initiatives in different parts of the country, in different parts of the world, would serve the needs of locality in a very efficient and adapted manner. Higher the local fit, greater is the chance of scaling up. In the scaling up, there's an inherent inadequacy to match the needs of the local people point by point with the supply that you're making. So while people are willing to adjust with that mismatch, things can scale up, and they have scaled up. For example, cell phones. We have 400 million cell phones in this country. Now, it is possible that I use only 2 buttons in the cell phone, only 3 options in the cell phone. It has 300 options. I'm paying for 300. I'm using only 3, but I'm willing to live with it. Therefore, it is scaling up. But if I had to get a match to match, obviously, I would need a different design of a cell phone. So what we are saying is that scalability should not become enemy of sustainability. There must be a place in the world for solutions that are only relevant for a locality, and yet one can be able to fund them. One of the greatest tragedies that we have been finding is that many times investors would ask this question: what is a scalable model? As if need of a community which is only located in a space and time and has those needs only located in those places have no legitimate right to get them fulfilled, because they are not part of a large scale. So either you sub-optimize your needs to a large scale, or else you remain out. Now, the Amazon model, the long-tail model, tells you that small sales of large number of books, for example, having only few copies sold, can still be a viable model. And we must find a mechanism where people will pool in the portfolio, will invest in the portfolio, where different innovations will go to a small number of people in their localities, and yet the overall platform, the model will become viable. Look at what he is doing. Saidullah Saab is an amazing man. At the age of 70, he is linking up something very creative.
नाव का इंतजार मुझे गवारा न था, मुझे मेरे प्यार से मिलना ही था। मेरी बेकरारी ने मुझे आविष्कारी बना दिया। पर प्यार को भी आविष्कार का सहारा लेना ही पड़ता है। आविष्कार ही मेरी नूर का नूर है, नई खोज ही मेरी जिंदगी का जुनून है। माई टेक्नोलॉजी।
Saidullah Sahab is in Motihari again, in Champaran. Wonderful human being, but he still sells at this age honey on a cycle to earn his livelihood, because we haven't been able to convince the water park people, the lake people in various municipal corporations, and we have not been able to convince the fire brigade people in Mumbai, where there was a flood a few years ago, and people have to walk 20 kilometers wading in the water, that look, you should have this cycle in your fire brigade office, because you can then go to those lanes where your buses will not go, where your transport would not go. So we have not yet cracked that problem of making it available as a rescue device, as a vending device during the floods in the eastern India, when you have to deliver things to people in different islands where they're marooned. But idea has a merit. Idea has a merit. What has Apachan done? Apachan, unfortunately, is no more, but he has left behind a message, a very powerful message.
ലോകം കൊണ്ടിരുന്ന് ഞാനൊന്ന് കാണാറുണ്ട്. തേങ്ങ എൻ്റെ തലയിൽ വീണപ്പോഴല്ലേ എനിക്ക് ആ ആശയം ഉദിച്ചത്. സാമ്പത്തിക ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൾ കൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് പഠിക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചില്ല, എങ്കിലും ഞാൻ വിജയത്തിൻ്റെ ചവിട്ടുപടികൾ കയറി. നാട്ടുകാരിപ്പോൾ എന്നെ സ്പൈഡർമാൻ എന്നാണ് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. ടെക്നോളജി
Many of you might not realize and believe that we have sold this product internationally, what I call as G2G model, grassroots to global. And a professor in Massachusetts University in zoology department bought this climber because she wanted to study the insect diversity on the top of the tree canopy. And this device makes it possible for her to take samples from larger number of palms rather than only few, because earlier she had to make a big platform and then climb. Her PhD student will climb on that. So, we are advancing the frontiers of science. Remia Joss has developed, you can go to the YouTube and find India Innovates, and then you will find these videos. Innovation by her when she was in class 10th, a washing machine, exercising machine. Mr. Karai, who is a physically challenged person, 1.5 foot height only, but he has modified a two-wheeler so that he can get autonomy and freedom and flexibility. This innovation is from the slums of Rio. And this person, Mr. Ubirajara, we were talking about, my friends in Brazil, as to how do we scale up this model in China and Brazil. And we have a very vibrant network in China particularly, but also emerging in Brazil and other parts of the world. This stand on the front wheel you will not find in any cycle. India and China have the largest number of cycles. But this innovation emerged in Brazil. The point is, none of us should be parochial. None of us should be so nationalistic to believe that all good ideas will come only from our country. No, we have to have the humility to learn from knowledge-rich, economically poor people wherever they are.